I talk with a lot of people with a lot of money about a lot of things, but one extremely common theme we keep running into is how frustrated they are dealing with their big name brand financial institution. And you can insert pretty much whatever name you have in mind there. They get pretty much zero planning, brutal advice, wishy-washy service, and they're paying thousands of dollars every year for that. And so I get it. They should be frustrated because that is frustrating. And so my response to them is pretty much always the same. Just leave them. My name is Reese, and most of you watching this are probably already familiar with my ugly mug, but many of you may not know Tyler. Now, Tyler is a chartered professional accountant and a certified financial planner, which basically means that he's a smart cat. Anyway, he works really closely with me in our independent financial planning practice. Now, I highlight the word independent because it's critical. Independence is the freedom to be awesome, if you want to be, to buck the status quo, to do the job the way that you know it ought to be done.
And to do it with style.
Yes, exactly. And actually, that's why we're here at this absolute gem of a seafood restaurant. I stumbled onto this place a couple of months ago, and it blew my mind. It's one of those places that make you think, like, how come I didn't know about this place before? Why isn't everybody talking about this place? There should be signs all over. I mean, look at this location. We are literally right on the ocean, practically in the ocean, in the middle of nowhere. They have no neighbors, and the food is ridiculous. There's very literally an oyster farm right out front of the patio. This place is crazy, and it's only an hour away from my house. And yes, I will drive an hour to come and eat here, no problem, because it's that good. These people, whoever they are doing their own thing, and they have got it dialed. This is the absolute opposite of a generic corporate chain restaurant. Now, obviously, they have to adhere to the same food standards and other regulations that everyone else has to follow, otherwise they'd get shut down. But they're independent, so they don't have to march to someone else's beat. They are free to be awesome if they want to be. And these folk, they want to be. So why am I saying all of this? Because in the financial services industry, being independent isn't just a nice idea, it's actually critical. Both Tyler and I have worked for the big giant name brand firms. You'd know their names if we said them. But after a while, it became extremely obvious to both of us that we had a decision to make. Do we want to work for the big giant soulless corporations and their best interests, or do we want to work for our clients and their best interests? See, when you put it like that, there's just nothing left for us to think about. The answer is obvious. We don't care about corporate agendas, and it would be difficult for us to care less about their profit margins. What we care about is our clients, the people that we actually have the relationships with. Full stop. We want them to love being our clients. So that's why we ditched the big firms, because in our experience, it seemed like they were absolutely allergic to letting us do our jobs well. So the both of us said a big fat "good day to you, sir," and off we went. But of course, just like this independent restaurant, we're still under the same rules and regulations as everyone else. We just don't have to deal with that extra layer of corporate nonsense anymore. And obviously, we're not the only ones. But like this restaurant, sometimes the good ones are hard to find. But the fact is, most people who get good at this job come to the exact same conclusions. If you want to do the job well, you have got to ditch the big old firms. They don't care about us, and they definitely don't care about you. And you know that in your bones. So do what we did. Find something better and leave them.